Hello guys, we're back for part 3 of our adventure with Elmar Ihlenfeld, and we're starting off where we left off. Let's see if there's been any updates here. No. I wonder if this one updates actually, but let's see as we progress. One thing I realized after I started this campaign is that I probably should have started with Moscow first, because that's before Stalingrad, of course, in terms of chronological order. But we'll continue the campaign from here, and then if we survive, this is a big if, right? We'll do the Kuban one, and then we'll do the Normandy one, and then we'll do the Bundenplatte one. So slow and steady. I'm also wondering how it's all gonna line up if you have the Leningrad one and the Odessa one, but it'll be interesting to see. We are on a mission, right? Attacker escort without our mate Kras, but with some of the old ones, Kupka, TL, Bieber, and Arndt, and yeah, nothing too interesting or nothing too specific to mention. We're gonna start. We are on the 26th of August. On the 30th of August, I think the next step in the campaign starts on the near approaches, and then as it continues we'll get to the city assault, and then I think that one will go on for quite a while until the prelude to counter-offensive in November, and then Operation Uranus. As you can see, you can go very much forward, right? Prelude to counter-offensive, Operation Uranus, air bridge, and then Unternehmen, Winter Gewitter, and the Ring of Death, I think, is the final one. So if we survive all of this, that's gonna be intense. But let's see. We're gonna start the mission. I don't think there was any. We can check word news, German Blitz to Volga, or German drive on Volga and German Blitz to Stalingrad. So still the same news. But let's see. So I pressed start mission. We'll just have to wait a bit for it to load, but hopefully soon enough. And let's remember that we're trying to stay alive and not die easily forgotten. One thing I realized, I don't think the map will update during this mission. I think it updates at, once we get the on the near approaches, there will be an update, right? So it won't be as dynamic as you would want, right? It would be cool to see kind of the changes, right? So from one mission to another there would be changes, which it would be, I mean, historically, right? But oh well, let's go. We can quickly check the setup. Seems like we still, I don't know, it doesn't seem to change our paint kits. That's a bit annoying. We're still doing the X-Desert one. But yeah, it doesn't seem to completely update. Let's get our colors back. The red one we'll accept. And we'll start. Hopefully we'll say now, but let's see. Okay, the game is paused, but now it's unpaused. We're at the furthest back in the in the group. So we'll just have to wait for everyone to get going. And as you can see, we are quite a bunch of aircraft, 8 in total. So a big group. jump back in and just wait for the go ahead. Fuel wise we are fully loaded, so that's nice, and everything else is looking good. Nothing that needs to be changed. The weather is looking fine. Maybe one thing that could be updated is to have more of these what would you call it, levels of clouds, right? So now we're basically just getting one level of cloud, so that's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, apart from that, it looks very nice. The atmospherics, I really like the sun. It's very annoying. The glare. I'll prepare the flaps 20%. Fine, that works pretty well. And now we can start going. Okay, so let's see how this will go. We'll try to get the nose down as quickly as possible. And let's see if we can get up in the air, which we can. We'll go to combat mode. We'll retract the flaps. 0%, flaps retracted. We have a successful takeoff. I'll use a bit of trim. Not sure how it works though, they have a bit of a different system in the German plane. Some adjustable trim. Da-di-da-da. Okay, we're on our way. I'm following the rest of the group. Looks like we're gonna be able to catch them. We're now on continuous mode. I will decrease to 42%. We're still gaining speed since we are descending, so we can actually go a bit higher, increase to 50%. Okay, we have some allies in front of us. I'll rendezvous with these ones. I'm trying to think, or should I? So we are 8 in total. Might be good to rendezvous with the ones above. They'll probably have a better fighting chance anyway. Let's see, rudder is working, so that's nice. Are we falling a bit behind our friends? Maybe tiny bit. Don't want to go in combat mode though. We'll keep continuous. We'll climb. We'll just be a bit wary of how fast we climb. Okay, and we are catching up with our mates, so that's happy days. Some are still pretty high up. We have a bit of clouds in front of us. Let's check a bit. It's looking good. I'm gonna slow down to 57%, maybe a bit lower. We can do 50, I think. Yeah, we don't want to be in the clouds for too long. Just taking into account that we might, I mean, fortunate that we have the tags, right, that we can see, but if you don't have those it will be a bit difficult. But yeah, a lovely day of flying. And shooting, of course. We can change the outside view just for a nice look at the plane that Elmar Ihlenfeld is flying today. Looking very pretty, I'm not gonna lie. We're a bit in front of the rest of the group, I realized, and they have turned, so might be good to turn back. We're getting a bit too eager here. Luckily I think we have a bit of altitude on them, so it should be a relative smooth catching up. In other words, they weren't that far away from us. Okay, we have rendezvoused back with the group. We are seeing some AA fire, so let's hope that doesn't kill us. And that would be a damn shame. Imagine dying of AA fire. Peasant, patrol for ground targets on your own, out. Is that my nickname? Did I choose Peasant? God, I should have checked what nickname I chose for myself. Are we solely looking for ground targets, or are we looking for something specific? It's quite interesting to see things, you know, exploding around you. It really adds the intensity of flying, specifically when you're playing Iron Man and you really don't want to die. I mean, I really don't want to die. I want to get as far as possible. Okay, let's see where our buddies are. They have descended a bit, so it might be worthwhile to kind of try to catch up with them, whilst also of course acknowledging that there might be hostile planes at any moment. Let's see, have we found any ground targets? Is anyone... Those seem to have found a few. Or maybe not. I'll slow down a little bit. Continue to follow our squadron. Okay, we're a bit away from our own lines, so in case we would get shot down, that would be very sad. I do see some ground targets down there, but the question is, do we want to shoot at them? Maybe we can try. And of course at the same time trying to avoid dying. Let's see where our friends or the rest of the group is located. Most of them still seem to be around here. So maybe they're also trying to attack But let's maybe move on to the next target. Okay, they managed to destroy a target, that's good. I just missed mine, but I survived. Did I get any damage? No damage on the airframe, so that's nice to see. The clouds really look to be at exactly the same level, right? So there must be some limitation maybe in the engine in relation to that. Seems to have been some bombing here. I'm gonna avoid attacking any more ground targets. I don't think we really have the armament for that. And we wanna save that in case we get attacked by other enemy aircraft. Okay, let's see. We can slow down a bit. No point pushing it since we're not in combat. At least technically not. Let's go up a bit into the clouds. Maybe we can get above the cloud layer. Even if just a tiny bit might be nice. There we go, we are getting out. Very nice, the kind of effects on the windscreen with the water and stuff. That really adds to the immersion of flying. Okay. I can't see any enemies, so that's good. The question is though, what are the okay, so we should just escort them basically. Let's turn back towards the rest. Yeah, peasant, that's me. Goddamn. Or no, is that me, Armin? Who's Armin? That's someone else. That's probably one of the Henkel aircrafts. Or the HS. Any boogies inside? No, not that I can see. Maybe we won't get any combat today. That would be unfortunate, but oh well, can't get it all the time. We're gonna slow down quite a bit. And let's see what the plan is here. Is it to do another attack strafe? Let's follow our friends a bit. Okay, seems to be just escorting. Basically nothing to report as of yet. Let's have a look. Still looking okay with our speed. We are going around in order to rejoin our mates. I think this is it, unless we're gonna get attacked on the way back, but I doubt it. Depends though on how many strays, or how many, what would you call it, attacks they'll make. Ground attacks. They seem to have survived pretty okay, those fortifications. Oh, look at that. Damn, that was a shot. I wonder how bad flak is. I assume with this kind of dispersion it's really hard to hit, but if you're flying B-17s in a big formation, it might be quite different. I would change the water texture on this one. I think that's actually one of the things that make it look a bit less realistic. It looks pretty good in the middle, but then in these smaller ones it looks a bit off. So that's one change I would make. There we have our buddies. Doing some acrobatics here while we wait for any sort of event, any sort of planes to show up that we can take on. Maybe it'll be a calm day today, which isn't too bad either. But considering we haven't really, it hasn't really gone that well. We've only shot down one aircraft, so our career has been a bit in a standstill. Okay. So that was it. I guess technically there could still be enemies showing up, but I doubt it. We'll turn around and start heading home. Ooh, look at that, the kilometers per hour. We were pushing it there. Could have been a stall. Not sure how you get off a stall with this one. I'm gonna guess you just kick one of the rudders, left or right. And just try to get into a dive, and then you can recover that dive. So you want to gain speed and then gain lift. Assigned objective completed. Anything specific we want to do? Now we just want to watch them land, if I'm not mistaken. I will still be getting shot at. I wonder if we'll be guarding or if we're going home directly. Seems like we're going home directly, so that's nice. These ones are doing their landing pirouettes, and then I assume they'll land here. Interesting though how the ground attack aircrafts are closer than us fighters. It just doesn't seem to add up. I would assume it would be different, right? Because we want to scramble the fighters. But oh well, oh well. Okay, let's see. Land individually. Okay, so we're gonna come up on our landing place soon enough. Very soon actually. And I'm gonna go directly in for a landing so we can wrap this up. It's gonna be another pretty short video, but on the on the positive side at least, it wasn't too long considering that nothing really happened on this patrol. And nothing is happening, so it is what it is. Elmar Ihlenfeld has had another successful day as a pilot. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna go down and then I'm gonna pitch up to lose some speed. So we're gonna Okay, that should do. Think we can land now. We might have to do one. Yeah, it might be a bit hard to slow down enough, I think. But let's see. We'll get the landing gear down. The flaps fully down. So now they're configured 100%. Okay, let's see if we can land and how it's gonna go today. Okay, we're a bit fast on approach. That's looking a bit better. We wanna make sure we land within the runway. And let's oh. Okay, that was a bit bumpy. Let's see if we can make it. Hey, we did it. Look at that, buddy. Finally some... Yeah, a bit of spinning is always good, right? And... the question remains, where do we want to taxi from here? I guess technically we should have taxied to the right. Let me see, I'm just gonna get us, I mean the roads doesn't really matter here. Well, let's get out of the way so our mate can land. Maybe we can park at that place. Oh. Okay, we're still alive, still alive. Yeah, too much throttle, I'm flooring it way too much. They can always drag me out of the mud. I just want to make sure our body doesn't hit me. Because I think they're coming in for landing, right? We'll just stop here. This will do. It's not the end of all. They can always move me. But look at this beauty. It's a very pretty aircraft, the 109 F-4. Not gonna lie. Let's get those flaps up before we close. Just see those move. So you can really get them down. It's a bit weird, the system, like from 0 to 100%. I would like if it was just steps, right? 0 to 100%. What's that? What's that supposed to simulate? Okay. That's it. I think we have flaps up now. So what we can do is finish mission. Yes. We can do that. And let's see what input we get. Okay, so no kills, unfortunately. And we are still on the 26th of 8th, but we're gonna move forward now. So let's see what we get. Next day, so it's gonna be the 27th. A new day begins. Let's see if we have any events on that day or if it's solely a calm day. Okay, clear weather. We can proceed. This means that there will probably be some fighting if it's good weather. I'm gonna assume at least that to be the case, but let's see. We'll not know until we know. No news. We can proceed. Frontline patrol mission in progress. There'll probably be some mission at some point, but let's see. No night missions. Maybe that's good though. I have a hard time thinking how I would be able to cope with that. Planning room. Seems like we're gonna do a bomber's escort. And it's gonna be some different people. Have we had any? Brodo von Bear was wounded in action. Harmut Banse has been transferred. Who's still in our little squad? Still have some of the same guys. Bear is wounded. Cross. The rest are in service, including Zemmois. Still the worst producing one. And with the lowest successful sorties. I mean, look at these guys. 31 out of 35? That's crazy. I mean, I have 2 hours. These guys have 60 hours of flying time. They are more experienced. Even though when you think of it, 60 hours doesn't sound that much. But I guess in combat situation it is. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Bundenblatt. I'm gonna get that one at some point as well. But there's no... That's gonna be far away in the future. Okay, but I think we can end the third part here. We'll have our next mission, which will be Bomber Escort. That will be for part 4. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Or any suggestions, recommendations on how to fly better, etc. I'm always open to that. And yeah, otherwise have a good rest of the day, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.